Friday practice of the year.
Yeah.
How did it go for you?
It was okay. It's been a relatively decent day. I like the track, the changes they made to the track. I think it's made the track much more enjoyable, much more flowing, and it's obviously close between us all. But we got through our sessions, and still a bit unknown in terms of paces, but I'm sure it's going to be super close, like it has been in the previous races. So.
But the early read is that the car feels nice as a starting point, at least.
It doesn't feel too bad. It started off good and then got a bit worse in P1, and then started off better in the second session with some changes we made.
Okay.
And now we're just going to crank through the data and try and figure out how we can improve where we home in. The target is always moving, but otherwise feel good.
On those track changes, do you feel like it should be easier to follow around here, or is it too early to say still?
Well, I actually tried following on my long run. I think it was Perez I was behind, and I was trying to follow. It still wasn't easy. Still really wasn't easy to follow, but I think it will be better than what we've seen in the past. But I mean, if the two cars are very, very much alike, it might be a little bit different.
And how are you feeling just generally now? You've had a bit of time in the car. How are you feeling for the rest of the weekend?
I feel good. I feel great in my body, and as I said, I think we made some positive steps setup-wise. So we'll try and perfect it tonight and come back hard tomorrow.
It was nice to get a feel of the modified layout, and definitely feels a bit nicer than before. Like the track has a bit more flow. I would say some increased overtaking opportunities, and also setup-wise is actually a bit different because of the quite long corners and some of them a bit cambered. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
We saw you had that little moment. Is that just kind of as you're getting up to speed, getting used to the new changes?
Yeah, that section is a bit faster now. So, and the track still feels like offline is quite dirty, like dusty. So I think I went a bit too wide on the curves before that corner, and then I paid off, paid for it in the next one. But luckily, no damage. It was a nice drift.
You mentioned that there's a few different setup work that you need to do. How did you feel in the build up through the day? Do you feel comfortable where you are by the end of the day?
We changed the car quite a bit from practice 1 to 2, and it did feel like a step forward. So I was comfortable overall with the car. Still, none of the laps were like amazing. So for sure there should be more to come, but not a bad starting point, and at least we had pretty clean sessions.
Did you get a feel yet on the car with more fuel in it?
Yeah, we had a decent long run with medium tires, and pretty consistent. I mean, it feels like now this track with those a bit faster corners, it feels like it's stressing the rear axle maybe a bit more than before. So need to have a look.
And you're starting to get a picture of what tyre you might want to start the race on in an ideal world?
Not fully. Still have practice tomorrow to finalize the plans, but I think there's many options.